Good morning and welcome back to the channel. I'm really excited to get into Magic Spellslingers today. I've been kind of grinding this game a lot in the last week, ever since I saw some other Magic pros, picking it up and playing some games. It's essentially quick TLDR, Magic's version of Hearthstone. Um, as you can see, it's like same power and toughness kind of idea. Debut is basically comes into play. I'm not going to go over all the cards in the deck. I just want to play this and show you all kind of how this game works. You get to choose from different planeswalkers that allow you to pick different cards. I am playing Domri, the Gruul planeswalker. And he's just really easy, right? It's after every 5 creatures you play, you get a 0 mana 3/2, and then your deck has abilities to buff them. So it's just like a really quick pick up and play. It's aggro, so even if you're not putting any money into this game, right, and like buying specific cards for like combo decks and stuff like that, you can just, maybe run over your opponent with kind of the base builds. Because I've got the base build for Domri, base build for a couple other decks. But I think aggro is like a great place to start to kind of learn the game and figure out, how to curve out, how to use your mana properly, and all that good stuff. And also, this is one of the first decks I had a special land for. And usually your land, you just get a land every turn. But this one can buff your creatures, kind of in the late game. And since my curve isn't that high, I've got 2 6-drops and a 7-drop, but pretty much everything else is under 5. It seems like a good fit. So yeah, feel free to take a look at the deck list, the Beastie Boys. But I'm just going to get into the ladder. We're in gold right now, and just show you all some games. But I've really found it very fun, and you really don't have to put, a lot of time or money into it to, play competitive games, I've found. And just exploring, different planeswalkers, different builds has been really, really enjoyable. Okay, so I'll probably keep one of the 3 drops. I guess I prefer to keep the Spiked Bailoff, so I'll probably send these back, mulligan those back. Okay, no 1-drops, sadly. This deck typically, their special ability is when they attack with a legendary creature, they get Guinevere, and it gets buffed. So they're going to make this a legend, and then when they attack with it next turn, they get a bonus. Jeez. All right. Not a great draw from our deck. We've got, I think, 6 or 7 1-drops in the deck. Okay, so we'll take 4 here. Watch Wolf, yep. That's good. We're starting on 3 here, which is not great. You definitely want to be curving out with this deck, but definitely want to also showcase games, where you're gonna fall behind and you have to fight. Oh, grudge match. Oof, that's good. Yeah, this might be a quick loss here, but so we're gonna take a lot. Usually we can deploy threats pretty early on, but just happen to have a hand that doesn't really have that. Alright, play my Rampaging Boar. Buffs all the other boars that come in. Probably not. It's too little too late here. They're just playing creatures. They're getting their passive Guinevere pumped up. So this deck does seem fun, the Driss deck. I feel like I've seen this the most on the competitive ladder. I guess it's maybe one of the more popular decks. Okay. Yeah, I think they just attack with everything here. So if I block the 3/2, 4, 5, 6, it's 9. I think I prefer to do that. Okay, they did have the giant growth. Can't think of a draw that keeps us alive here, but let's play it out. Let's see what we hit. Tarmogoyf. Just a 6/7. Jeez, +2/+2 for each card type in your graveyard. Yeah, that's gonna do it. Pulled a Tarmogoyf the other day. Pretty excited to use it. I think it specifically is not good for Domri because you just want to be playing majority creature cards or spells that create more creatures. And I'm kind of running a mid-range version. Like, I think there are more one-drop heavy aggro versions of Domri. So I might change things up, but let's just get right back into it. See if we can have a better start into... Okay, so into Ashok, we definitely want to be pressuring because their whole ability is like draining your life over a certain amount of turns whenever they get cards. And this land is really good, the one that they have. Wow, this is the same hand. Okay, nice. Great, so we get to start with one drop. That's ideal. Get this creature count going for the boars. And this land is sweet. I just pulled one of these. So starting turn 6, you have a chance to add a spell that costs 6 or less to your hand instead of getting a mana. I think it's pretty good for any of the spell blue decks from what I've seen. Attack here, I don't imagine they'll trade because this gets a free card when it attacks. Just play the Mammoth here. Mammoth's not bad. It's a 2/2 for 2. When it dies, you get a 7/7 trample in the top 5 of your deck. Yep, attack, we can't block. They get a card. Okay. Yeah, their whole strategy is to get like copies of cards from not their own deck because they keep draining you whenever that happens. Okay, short cutter's fine, but we don't need to make it not block. Could play 2 creatures here, get a boar next turn. I think let's attack, see what they do. They could trade with the elf here, maybe. Probably just going to play out the Spike Baloth. Yep. That's fine. And then next turn we can short cutter and infuser. Let's get our boar, and that's a pretty good turn. Okay, so when this dies, they get to stun a creature, which is, it can't attack or block. Okay, so you just saw I drew a card and I had a nightmare, so that's why I lost the life there. Could also play Gruul War Club to fight. I think I actually like that. Well, I don't have to do it yet. Yeah, let's make that not block. Attack for 6. Let's play our 2-drop, and I think I'm just going to give the bonus to our biggest creature. And the thing about Domri is once you get to the first board, because it counts itself towards the cost, or the passive, the other boards are, become easier because you're just getting a free creature that discounts it by 1. Okay, alright, so we didn't get a mana gem. We got a bonus for any creature that we play this turn. And I think we're going to attack with everything, and then we'll Gruul Fight Club post-combat. Yeah, seems good to me. Okay, block there. So they're thinking about where they want to block now. Okay. Okay. It's a lot of damage. So let's play the club. I think we just have this fight that. Get that off the board. We get to play our 1-drop, which becomes a 4/4 with ward. So yeah, this is how you want your Domri games to go. You're playing creatures, you're attacking, you're occasionally fighting their stuff. You know, if they're not putting out some blockers, it's going to be pretty hard for them to keep up, especially because you have cards like Goblin Shortcutter, and then I also have a 6-drop that does the same thing. Yeah, stunning that's pretty good. Buys them a bit of time. Then we're going to play the Notorog. So, yeah, just going to combat with everyone. That's fine. Wasn't sure if they had some sort of spell there. I guess I should have paid attention to their mana cost to see. Let's just give our Warboars haste. Pass the turn. Because I could have fought pre-combat with the 4/4. But the weird thing is, like, so if they expend mana, you don't see it for the spells. So you kind of have to keep track in this log. So I probably should have done that. Yeah, they did use all 5 mana. Okay. Let's stun the 6/5, sure. And any creature is lethal here. And we can use this to fight whatever they play, so. I think we're in a good spot. Yep. Alright, you cannot block. Yeah. Nice. And that's how you play aggro. That's how you do it with the old Domri. Very good, very good. So yeah, it's just like, it's a really straightforward aggro strategy, you know. And so is Gideon too. Like for those of y'all who have played with Gideon before, it does kind of the same thing where it's like if you attack with 3 or more creatures, you get a 4/4 invincible Gideon attacking, which is kind of like the old 3 mana. Or actually, I guess Gideon's always had that kind of ability to become a soldier and attack. So I really recommend those strategies when you start out, just because you can win games, you know, playing aggressive decks, even into decks that have like all the cards, right? If you're not trying to spend a ton of money collecting all the cards initially, you know. And it's not like you can't have fun if you know if you're not winning or whatever. But like obviously, if you're able to win with your budget decks, it feels better. And this is very like, I've definitely opened a few packs from my team, you know, doing their quests and stuff, and trying to buy like a pack a day with the currency that I have in the game. But you know, I'm definitely not super ahead of where I would say the average player who's been playing this game for a week would be, and it's been pretty good. So and I'll explain really quickly when we start on the draw. essentially we get a fragile mana gem, and my suspicion has been you just really want to save it for turns that you need it. So like I could play a 2/2 here, or a 2 cost, but I have a 1 drop, so I can just save this 3rd mana to keep my curve proper. We've got 6 and 5 in our hands, so something to be aware of. Okay, so we don't really have a valid attack here, so I think we'll just play our 2 mana 4/3 end the turn. This card's interesting. Attacks, each player draws a card. I've seen this in the Legend Drizzt deck. I haven't played against Teferi much. Oh, sorry, I should show what Teferi does. After every 3rd trap you play, draw a card. So they've only played creatures so far. They have not played a trap. They went 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's see. We could go 2 drop, then 5, then 6, or we could go 4, 4, 5, 6. I think I'd rather just get on the board sooner. Let's just play the Mongrel. Let's get in with these 2. Could block here. They don't really have a great block for the Mongrel. And they don't have a trap up. We know that because they've spent mana on their creatures. Okay. Interesting. Okay, yeah, they want to keep the Phantom Warrior alive. That makes sense. The attack with the 2/4 probably just block. Okay, so this is draw a trap from your deck. This costs 1 mana to play. Yeah, once I start playing traps, it's definitely gets tougher. Okay, what is this? Scoreboard. Activate. Each player draws a card. Okay. I'm okay with this sequence of events. Some sneaky cards. Alright, nothing to do before combat. Attacking with a 4/1 doesn't do a whole lot. But it's not going to have better attacks later either. So I guess I'd rather trade it for stuff. Trade it for the fog, that's fine. They take 4. Then we're just going to play out our rampaging boar to buff our other boars in the future. Then next turn, probably just go Notarog. I mean, we've got a lot of our more late game cards in our hand. Okay, Cerulean Dragon is one of the better cards for this deck because they just draw a million cards. So that's something, if we can find a way to get rid of it, would be very good. There we probably wanted our land, to be honest. But here what we can do... Let's short cutter. Gets the bonus and have you not be able to block. Now I'm down to trade off my 2/2 because I can play these 2 creatures. So yeah, I think we just attack with everything here. Okay, sure. Okay, they've got Tolarian Academy. So artifacts cost 2 less. During turn 5, you have a chance to increase the discount by 1 instead of getting a mana gem. Yeah. I mean, this Cerulean Drake is just going to kill us in 2 turns, so... Not liking our chances here, because we needed some piece of interaction just to be able to kill the Drake, but probably not going to hit it. But we do have Adultba here, 6/5 haste, something can't block, so we can sort of replicate our last turn. So they get to armor free trap, which is pretty bad for us. Unsummon. Yeah. Take 11. Yeah, even if they block with everything, we just don't have lethal and they crack us back. I guess I'll see what I can draw with Pyrobot. Maybe there's like an impactful spell. Oh, it's getting countered. Yeah, and they gain 3 life. Yep. Oh man, if they didn't have the dragon though, we're fine. It's just them getting the Cerulean Dragon is the card that sort of works for those blue decks that combo. So yeah, that's how Teferi works. Just sort of tries to buy time and then just starts comboing off with like artifacts and drawing cards. Pretty cool deck. All right, 1 and 2 so far. Come on, come on. Okay, cool. So against Gideon, against a different sort of flavor of aggressive. Three, 4. That's not bad. Guess I'll just trade the 4-drop. Great. Again, you really want to have your 1s, your 2s, just to be able to curve out as much as possible. This guy's pretty great. The Pouncing Lemur, 1 mana, 3/2. Can't block, but don't really care about that. So yeah, this is Gideon. Becomes a 4/4 invulnerable. And they have a land, Training Guard. Starting in turn 5, you have a chance to add a random white creature that costs 2 or less to your hand. Give it +1/+1. That's pretty solid. Alright. Actually, I'm going to play this pre-combat just in case they have an effect to kill the lemur. Okay, they do not. Nice. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty solid curve. Okay, they have nothing. Yeah, I was like, imagine they have some sort of spell here. Immolating Glare. I don't think I've seen that. If your opponent attacks, destroy the strongest attacking creature. Fair enough. Yeah, draws are working out pretty well here. 3/2 armor. Okay. That's a wee bit annoying. I'm okay to trade off the 2/2 for it, though. Definitely want to be attacking. Sure. Get the armor off, attack for 4. Play a Rampaging Boar. Then next turn, I think we're going to be able to go Notarog, give our Boar haste, play a Boar, attack with, 3 creatures. Okay, so they're going to get Gideon here if they attack. Okay. Except this isn't really a great attack for them, I don't think. Okay, so block here, that's fine. Block here. Take 6. We killed 2 of their creatures for that. They'll be able to block on this turn, but that's okay. We got the Deforest Arena. I'm not a huge fan of that. Yeah, I think I just trade off here. That's fine. Alright, I think I want to power up the 2/2 to be a 4/4. I think that's more useful. Tusker, play the Boar. Nice. Just filled our board right back up. Inferno's not bad, but not going to stop us from getting in with everything. Alright, see what you got. Not bad. That's a good draw. I think that's GG. Nice. The Beastie Boys. Heck yeah. The one thing is it's like post-game animations are so long. I wonder if they'll make them optional at some point. Alright. Let's keep grinding. I think we're getting some challenge. Oh, traps. Traps actually don't play. 2 event games. Could see. Sneak creatures I don't really have either. Cool. Alright. Fire up another one. Chandra, okay. This is the planeswalker that you start out with, so get to see some of the power of what it's doing. I think I'll send these 2 back, keep one of the 2 drops. Cool. It's so much better to have a 1-drop in our hand, always. And their land has a special ability as well. Starting turn 6, there's a chance this erupts and spits fire. Spinning fire deals 3 damage randomly split among enemies. Pretty solid. I think that's what you want for the Chandra decks for the most part. Okay, big beastie boy. I don't really have a good block for this. I don't really care to use the Goblin Shortcutter, so I guess do this. Infuse itself. Pass the turn. Question is, do I want to block now or do I want to block with Worm's Wake later? Guess I block now. Oh, Grudge Match is not a bad draw, huh? So I could fight this and kill it. I prefer to do Worm's Wake, though. Just more efficient than next turn making Shortcutter and Grudge Match. So they could... Yeah. Maybe they'll block here? I'd be kind of surprised if they did. It's a free 2 damage, I think, there. Use our turn efficiently. Okay, so they have a combat spell. I think they attack with both. Oh, huh. Okay. Okay. It's fine. They use their turn to giant growth. All good. Happy to shortcut 7-2, attack for 5. Now we don't have really a great target for the grudge match, other than fighting the dog, but I think I'd rather save it for next turn. They have a way to kill my worm. It's annoying, but got good stuff. We've got options next turn. This guy's great. 3 mana, 3/3. Add a random red spell or trap to your hand. Okay. Got the arena proc. Could just trade here, but that's pretty bad trade. Yeah, I think we definitely want to play the Bailoff this turn. So I think we just do that. Get our War Boar. And then pass the turn. Probably start getting in next turn. But we also have double fight next turn. So I think that's going to make things a little bit easier. Might just fight like the 2/3 pre-combat. I think the worm 3 mana 5/5 has been pretty good. Maybe we should play more of that spell. Okay, debut, give something +2/+0. Yep. Makes sense. So 1 damage to... Okay, sure. Okay, so they spent all their mana, they're just attacking. Interesting. Go here first. Trade there. That does not seem like a good attack to me, but maybe they've got something that makes it better next turn. I mean, getting this to 1 toughness is decent. Grudge match doesn't really do anything. Probably just going to play the Notarog. I don't have to trade this off yet. Actually, I guess I'm fine trading it off. No. Let's just attack for 6. Get to trample for 4. Player 5-drop. Give our boars haste. I think that's the vibe. Steal 4. Oh, that's good. Lightning Helix is good. It's funny, even the original Lightning Helix you can't play in the game because it would be too good. Alright, so they got 2 mana up. So definitely possible for them to have a trap here. I think that's okay. So I could War Club fight, but I really just want to play the Rampaging Boar out anyway. I think I'll just attack here. And then play these two. So we can maybe get a boar next turn. Took 6, sure. Rampaging Boar, buff my boars. Scout. We're at 4 creature counts, so once we hit 5, we'll get our boar. So yeah, I mean, I think this deck, mainly it's playing creatures, obviously, for Domri's ability. And then you've got a couple interactive fight spells. I think it's pretty efficient. Flame Shot, that's good. That's good. Okay, I'll block. Sure. Figured they had a trick. I'm okay to trade my creature for a trick. Nice. Lemur is a good draw. Let's get our 4/3 haste out here. And then we are just going to club, have those fight, and attack for lethal. Nicely done. Heck yeah. Getting to see a lot of different planeswalkers too, which is nice. So I want folks to kind of see, you know, how these other decks play. That's what's so great about this game, I think. There's just so many planeswalkers, so many like deck builds. All right, let's keep it going for a little bit. Okay, Gideon, all right. So we've seen this matchup. It's basically whoever gets ahead on board first is going to be favored. So Grudge Match isn't bad, but we just want to have a lot of cheap creatures in our opening hand. Okay. Alright, not the worst, not the best. Okay, they've got their rookie. Yep. Jeez, I have nothing to do on 2. And this is first time this survives a fight. It gets +2/+2. Alright, I think I have to not play a creature here. I have a chance of curving into these higher cost cards. Okay. That's fine. Armor's pretty annoying. Play my Mammoth. Question is, am I blocking? Ooh. Legionnaire. 3 mana, 2/2 flying haste. Yeah. I guess I am. Then it becomes a 4/4. So it could just take 4 here. It's the first time this survives the fight. It gets. Yeah, I think I want to avoid making this a 4/4 for as long as I can. So we could Grudge Match and kill the flyer. Yeah, I think we need to save our gem. And then this turn we can block. Blink dog. Okay. We also have valid blocks on these other cards, so I think we'll just take 2 again. They're going to be able to get Gideon on the board next turn, so that's something we should be thinking about. Oh, we have a lot of options. I kind of like playing Infuser and fighting the rookie. And then we can block Gideon with the elephant. And then next turn play like Korvath, which should do some work. Yeah, I think that's good. Heal that. Play the artifact. Have this. Fight that. Cool. So they attack with everything. Block this on Gideon. Eat one of the 1/1s. Attack at a random white creature. Yeah. I think we block here for sure. Save some health. And block one of the 1/1s. Five mana. Most efficient is just play out the Notarog. Do that. And then I think we just want to fight there. So they don't get the bonus. So this turn, probably blocking the 2/2. Gideon's a good one. Alright, I guess save the health to block here, because I think we're playing Korvath next turn. And then yeah, I don't wanna upgrade this. So I think I take 5. I don't love it, but no. Oh no. I really need to play Korvath this turn. Oh jeez, that's really bad. That's so bad. Yikes. Well, guess I'll make our trampler big. Yeah, that's if we play Korvath, we get to kill these and take the shield off. So that's probably GG. Oh, definitely. Yeah. Oh no. I thought we were able to stabilize there if we hit our 6th land, but we actually got screwed by the land. That's the other thing. I'm still like trying to work out like, is it actually better to have lands like that? You know, like maybe I want a land that does something on turn 6, not on turn 5. So Domri, you let us down. Okay, Vraska. Alright, so we get to see. Vraska just doubles any death trigger abilities. Also, they have, I think, one of the better lands. I'll show y'all in a second. Yawning Portal. Oh, and they have a Druid starter card. Oh, That's so good. Druid, the class cards are really good. They just essentially give you free spells at the beginning of the game. Hoping to get Barbarian for Domri. Yeah, Yawning Portal. Starting on turn 6, you have a chance to add a random legendary creature to your hand instead of drawing a card. So, it's, I'll just say now, the legendary cards are good. So, getting a free one. I love how his greeting is, "I'm your personal apocalypse." Not very nice, Domri. Sure, let's infuse pre-combat just in case they have some sort of trick. I think it matters. Merchant, sure. So they get to draw 2 cards off of that. Right during your turn. Actually, oh okay. I did not read that part of the card last time. All right, get in for 2. Don't really want to trade my 2/2 for that. Guess I could pressure with both because they're going to want to sack it on their turn. Yeah, that's probably a mistake. Okay, well, I am not going to give you the death trigger here. You're going to have to sacrifice it if you're going to do that. Okay, they do have it. Double grudge match. Oh. I think let's shortcut, definitely. Attack with everyone. And grudge matches don't do a ton to the 6/6, so. I'll go with my 2/2. See what we draw. We might have the option to fight something to kill this. Ah. They have grudge match too. Yeah, Brontosaurus is so good. Okay. So I guess we can just go Lemur. Get our boar. And then Ghoul Club. Let's fight there. Attack for 2. Oh. Okay. I am fine with that. We don't have a lot going on here, though. This is going to be pretty tough. Huh. Okay. Fine with that. Boar. Transfer to stone. Okay. I was gonna say, imagine now they start blocking things. Could grudge match here. That's probably worth it. Legendary creature. Not good. Obzidot. Oh no. Bet that's the legendary creature they drew. Oh jeez. Sneak, debut. Yeah. Okay, well. We can fight it at least. Yeah, Obsidot's a good one. Ugh, it's such a nasty combo for that deck. Just draw 2, get a 6/6. Take that. Now they get the Brontosaurus. Yeah. Alright, not a bad draw. Get 1 turn of attacking. You cannot block. Got a boar. It's 11. So probably block something here. Once they draw Brontosaurus, it's pretty impossible for me to win. Because the Brontosaurus has like deal damage instead of from you to it. And that's, oh geez. They're getting double 1-drop here. Yeah, I'll just take this. Yeah, Southpaw's nice for these like finale decks. It's like the perfect enabler. Okay, Elharg is not bad. Attack with everything. What? Grudge match. Trade those. Okay. Oh no. I get another. They're just drawing 2 cards a turn with that, or they're drawing a legendary creature instead each turn. Pretty hard to compete with. We'd have to close the game out faster. Does stop them from drawing the Brontosaurus, but I just don't think that matters at this point. Looks like it's relentless. Yeah. Imrith? Oh. Play yourself for 2. I get +1 for every 5 cards. 19 cards. Oh my god. Yeah. That's attacking for a lot. Yeah, we'll just take this. Pretty sure we're dead, but let's see what we draw. Said haste. That'd be sweet. So what can I do? I can grudge match fighting like this boy. I guess I could grudge match the mammoth. Yeah, I don't think it matters what I do here. Yeah, now they have the Brontosaurus. Oh my god. Forget the animation is like massive. So it's an 8/10 trample ward. Damage is dealt to this creature instead of you at the start of your turn. Heal this for 2. It's just like the perfect way to like stop the aggro decks from closing out. Alright, well, definitely block here. No doubt about that. Them not killing Ilharg has sort of kept us in the game. But we don't have any like removal for this. So we attack with both. They block. Ilharg does kill it. Then they kill us on the crackback, right? Yeah. I mean, I'm still going to play it out and see what they do. Like, block, block. These both die. Oh, he gave this Relentless too? I didn't even notice that. Yeah. Oh, it's a close game. Close game. Jeez, the Bront. Yeah, that card is impossible for me to win through. Definitely fine for the other, like, especially the black decks, because they just have unconditional removal. I mean, it does have ward when it comes into play, so can't kill it immediately. But see if we can get one more win, then we'll call it. But yeah, thanks for any folks sticking around for this gameplay. It's definitely I like it when I'm just not feeling into like, you know, my usual thing where I'm like try-harding on Magic Arena, and I can just kind of like futz around, you know, play quick games, but there's still a lot of depth to this game, and I think that's why I'm really liking it. You know, between the customizability with planeswalkers, like it's pretty easy to see how you can like deck build and stuff, and because the game is really new to Steam, you know, there's just not a lot out there about it. So I wanted to kind of spread the word, get people into the game, and yeah, like maybe make a team of like other folks who are playing. That would be really cool because you can share resources and help your friends. I really like that. So yeah, I'm just really excited about it, and I hope that more folks are into playing it. So we missed our 1-drop, sadly, our little lemur man. Got our baby mammoth. So again, with Teferi, like with most of the blue decks, you just want to pressure as much as possible early. So here I actually think I could grudge match and swing through. I don't hate that. Probably want to save the grudge match though. Let's attack first. I think on this board I will play. I could do Bailoff. I could do Worm's Wake. Probably just Bailoff. Next turn we can go Lemur plus Worm or Pyrobot. I like the Pyrobot in this deck just because it's 3 mana instead of 4 mana. It is a 4/1, but... Oh. Now that's something worth fighting. This thing can't take damage on their turn. It's kind of just... It's like a really busted card for that reason. 3/1, prevent all damage it would take on your turn. So we might swerve plans here. Could definitely attack with the 4/4, so we could do that first. See what they do. Okay. Cool. Just down to grudge match. These two. Get that off the board. Player lemur. And pass the turn. 2 for 1ing this doesn't feel great, but it's a 3/1, like a 3/1 flyer that can't be killed on their turn is pretty annoying. So I think it's probably correct to do that. So they're just only playing flyers. Interesting. Sure. Okay. So I think we're probably just going to play Notorog and then we'll do multiple things next turn. Don't love attacking with my 4/1 here, but I think it's fine. Yeah. Okay, well, I prefer that, I think. Play Notorog. Give the boars haste. Then next turn, we'll be able to get a boar with haste. Taking 4 here in the air, going to 16. So far, they've just been playing flyers. Mr. Irvin. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yep. Slowing us down. Huh. Mammoth is nice. So I think let's actually do that. Let's... Mammoth. Let's get our boar. Let's play lemur. Get in. Okay. Take 3. They have an answer for the mammoth. It's pretty tough. Yeah, take 6. Okay, so they've got some sort of trap here. What's the play? I think we just want to play Mongrel, attack with everyone. And then maybe post-combat Pyrobot or Worm's Wake. Okay, that's good. Okay. Wow, nothing. Wow, okay, that's That's definitely good for us. Yeah, I think we just Wormswake. Get our 5/5. Day of Judgment. Alright, well. Still got some stuff I could do, though. Still got tons of stuff we could do. Get a boar with haste. Get a trample now. Play Pyrobot. See what we get. Okay. Attack for 8. Yeah. It's pretty nasty. You got to just rebuild. Good we played the worm. If they have another Day of Judgment, I guess we're in trouble. We still got 2 creatures to count towards our passive. Hopefully this is good enough to close things out. Straven, okay. Yep. Ugh, and they get to Armor Trap for free. That sucks. So if we... Oh, okay. Alright, nice. Nice. Alright. Well, I think we probably wound up like 3-3, 4-4, something like that. Slowly climbing. But yeah, I mean, I like the deck. It's definitely, you know, if you don't have your early drops, it's not great. But we got there in some solid games. So yeah, really appreciate y'all for watching. Let me just put up the deck list again so you can see it. The old Beastie Boys. So I have so I've got 5 1-drops. I definitely want to craft at least a 6th. Really think those 1-drops are good. They're probably better 2-drops to make at some point if I can craft them. But yeah, appreciate y'all joining me for some Magic Spellslingers, and I definitely encourage y'all to play for free and just have a good time. So until next time.